K5 2021. It is beautiful. It is white. And there's a few things that are going to make this a little bit difficult, namely the brake light, which I have already kind of taken apart. It's not something I usually do, but in this one we actually did. And then if we can, brake light needs to kind of be taken down, could be removed entirely, but then we have the quarter windows. 4. Yo, what's up? So the quarter windows over here are also going to be a bit of a pain. Other than that, Canon. Shouldn't be too bad. I think we got everything in place today. Hopefully this is going to be a good show. I got a couple of things to set up, so y'all just want to hang out and watch me do that or grab a coffee or something. I have mine. Cheers. What do we... Intro. Woo! That's fun. It's the little things for me. So we're going to get started. Enjoy some tunes and follow me around. I don't know. I got a monitor. This is how I keep track of things. 3. No, that's wrong one. You're number 3. I'll get better at this, I swear. All right, we need film. I locked my car. 1. Canon. I locked my car because I was showing somebody films. There was something else I came over here for. Oh yeah, I have to adjust my headset real quick. I can put this down because I hear the music about as much as you guys do. Oh no, way more than you, and I couldn't hear the chat. Wow, love Stream Sunday? Yeah, man. It's the new trend. Yo. So, the reason we're doing Stream Sunday is because we didn't have work yesterday. So I actually posted some availability today, and somebody called. 2. So that's pretty cool, right? Saw you on Facebook first. Yeah, pre-show, right? Before the actual show. Yo, dog. 1. I like getting the camera's attention. That to me is kind of fun. It's like, yo, what up? So, actually, you know what? I should probably I need a better place to put this. But I guess we're just gonna do... Oh! We're gonna use our brains here. Look at that! That's why we wear glasses. Now I'm hands-free. Perfect. This new camera setup is slick as shit. Thanks, man. Oh yeah, tank. We gotta set up our tank. It's stuck! There we go. It's all good. 4. Take off the start. It's not your stream. We're not started yet. right, we're gonna clean this out a little bit. We're gonna get this water hot. Okay. I'm gonna empty this. We don't have the GoPro on yet. Do a more in-depth video on the 2018 Ram top corners on the windshield. It's a bit specific. We can do windshield videos, kind of. Super chat. Oh God. Is it gonna work? It is working. Oh, look at that. The balloon! The balloon is active! T-Jet, $5. Thank you, buddy. 1. Canon. Sorry, that's probably better. Done tinting for today. Single cab Mazda and front match of the strip in the books. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the $5. This is my only car for today. And I didn't have anything yesterday. It's cold. This is what happens when it gets cold. I've been listening to this music all week. I've been trying to find stream music. I've been listening to this all week. I figured it's a good fit. How much? We charge $240 and then an additional $50 for because we're going to do a strip on this instead of the full windshield. I hate single cabs. It depends on which one. They're short. Well, that's new. That would be kind of scary if this whole thing... Oh, there. Okay. Whew. One. I still can't... Oh, I gotta turn this up, I think. I gotta turn down my... There we go. What is the weight thing you put under the film that you cut over? That's my own little Glassade dealie. We can go over it a little bit more when it comes time for it, but it's called Glassade. Richard Simmons workout music. No! No! This is... What is this one? This is Gaio's theme. This is like old school remix super... no, not super. Street Fighter music right now. And then there's also... I got some Mega Man. Mega Man, Zelda. We're just kind of going with... It's not even a video game theme. It sounds cool, and it doesn't actually do copy. Like, it's a remix of it, so there's no copyright involved. 4. Less likely for copyright. It definitely is like an old school vibe to it, though. It's just not Richard Simmons workout music. Oh, 5 gallons. They're so heavy. We gotta get pumped. 1. We gotta get pumped. We got so much to do. I'm genuinely a little concerned about these quarter windows, though. These will be interesting. You won't report me? You can't. You can't report me. YouTube's system is so good it would flag me if there was a problem. Camera's right here. For some reason I see you as an anime fan. I'm actually not. I'm not an anime fan, like, at all. There's like maybe I've seen a couple, but there's nothing that sticks out. I mean, I'm as much of a Pokemon or anime fan as like Pokemon back in the day. That's about as far as that goes. Alright, we got some... We need blades. Get some muscle, bro. Dude, I'm all dad life right now. I'm starting to gain too much weight. It's like, oh no. It's slowly happening. I'm gonna have to start running around my shop. I did one yesterday and the exterior safety sensors went off, wondering if there's something in the doors or the trunk that got wet. Oh, don't tell me that. What happened with the sensors? Like, was it a big deal? Or did you recover? Pokemon, Dragon Ball, and Naruto are about the only ones that I've watched. Yeah, Pokemon and like, old Dragon Ball a little bit. I wasn't allowed to watch Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid. There's a bunch of those cartoons I wasn't allowed to see when I was a kid. Hit the gym and get some muscle, bro. That way the legs won't be as heavy. Yeah, it's just pure laziness on my part. Alright. We got film. Unplugged the battery for 10 minutes and it recovered. Well, hopefully we'll be fine. Dang, we made it right to the end. Good stuff. Look, I can even fade it out. Like, I planned all of this. Stop intro. Woo! What is up, dudes? Oh my god, this is another one. Hey, watch out on the back windshield. I did one and water went down past the soak shield and the electronics. Or it rolled it. God, I messed up saying that. And but you messed up typing too. Damn. So there's stuff back there to be worried about. Neat! I'm terrified now. This could be a K5 Sunday disaster. I guess we'll just cross our fingers and hope everything goes well. If anybody knows where, we'll look in the trunk and see what we can see, and then maybe we'll be good. Yeah, it's a great warning, and it terrifies me because now I had no fear going into this, and now I'm absolutely terrified. How much are we going to break today? My bad, I had to pay $5K to fix it all. Well, fuck, dude. All right, I'm going to ignore everybody else. Hunter, I did one Monday, no problems, pretty straightforward. The front quarters aren't the most fun, but manageable. That right there, that's exactly what I'm looking at right now. Everybody else, no, not true. Didn't happen. Pretty straightforward. I'm on point with that. Don't you love hat hair? And then we turn into GoPro hair. All right. So I can actually move this. I looked and saw nothing in the trunk, but The BCM is under the dash. Okay, good to know. But just because they have the BCM under the dash doesn't mean that there couldn't be something else. Like the Durangos, I fucked one of those up pretty bad. But that was just doing the 2 doors. We did one a couple of weeks ago. The brake light was the only paint. Yeah, I saw that. I don't do this often. I did a half removal on it. So I'm going to go over that today. I got lucky. I got real lucky. I'm going to have to get a socket set, like an actual... I got one, but then I lose them, so I have to get something else. All right, we got to get started. We got to get started. How are y'all doing? Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Sunday show, where we didn't have work yesterday, but I still want to run a stream today, and then we changed our business hours, and now we have a job. So we're going to get started. We are doing this K5. We're doing 20% on the sides, 20% on the back, 20% on the back window, and then 5% windshield strip. You guys have to remind me about the windshield strip because I'm probably going to forget. So that is your job. That is your job today. But without further ado, we're going to get started. We changed our blades. We're going to start prepping the back, and then hopefully this is going to be a good show. Good deal. GoPro. GoPro. One person says, cool. All that for cool. Thank you. It's just funny too, because the robot voice has no emotion. So when somebody's like cool with an exclamation mark or anything else, it's still like cool. It's like, all right, cool. Cool, dude. I see your Tint Depot banner. Yeah, so I kind of just threw it up there. I threw the Tint Depot banner up there and then my own studio banner, but the original idea was like to put it on the far back wall. GoPro. GoPro. But then I didn't want to like drill into concrete necessarily, just to see what it would look like. So I just put it on there, and I thought it was going to be too big, but it's actually pretty cool. It still is a little on the big side, so we might do some stuff to change it. Wait, what? Hi, sir. Just want to tell you that I had the same problem with the back windshield. Had to pay $6K to fix the wiring. Great! Great! Who wants to see the biggest disaster on a car on stream ever? That could be today. Oh boy. There are more people than not saying that there was problems with his back. So we're going to have to really cross our fingers hard. Diamond, what's up, buddy? I'm sure I'm going to have to take a class just to understand how Streamlabs works. I'm overwhelmed just opening it. Welcome to the fun, buddy. It's going to be... You can learn it. I know you can. GoPro. I can answer some questions on stream. It is kind of overwhelming. The thing to keep in mind is with Streamlabs, there's Streamlabs and then there's regular OBS, which is not paid. They're both really good. They're basically built on the same platform, I think. Like there's OBS and then Streamlabs OBS is like built off of OBS. And is owned by Logitech. You have scenes, and then you have sources. So it's like, think of your scene as like a stage, and then think of your sources as the individual cameras and stuff. So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of things that can go wrong. No, not that one. 2. Didn't have an issue, but the front quarters aren't fun. I've done a few, no issues. All right. So we've got about a 50-50 shot now. I'm gonna look. This is definitely harder than the stinger. Use this, one. Use a soak rope and towels and somehow still got fucked. Well, that's no good. That's no good. Love the dry shrink prep. Oh yeah, we're using it today. We found it. We found it when we needed it. I like it. I've been using it for a long time, actually. I just always have dryer sheets on hand because the little baggie, I'll throw it in my box and then it'll get buried. And then I have to find it. So usually I put it in one spot and then I'm just a scatterbrain. What car is this? This is a Kia K5, which I just kind of assumed was going to be like a Kia Stinger, but it is not. It's a Kia K5 in the ass. Do I charge more for Sunday? No. I'm just happy I can stream today. 2. This was just, so I had a small class that I taught on Wednesday and Thursday, and I just didn't feel like going live during that time, because it's kind of weird for me I don't want to take away from trying to teach, and I don't want to put somebody on the spot, so we might do something on Wednesday or Thursday that's a little different. And as you can see, there's a lot that goes on here to try and just do this by myself. GoPro. What? Read what I wrote at the top, you will thank me. Yeah, I did read that one. 5K in damages. Oh boy. Oh boy. 115 watching. Oh, cool. Welcome to the show. You don't have to read. Please refrain from reading out viewer numbers. I appreciate it, but sometimes it starts fucking with your head a little bit. So, no need to. It's not like a achievement. I appreciate everybody being out here. How's the baby? Baby's good. Baby's been keeping us up, which is what babies do, apparently. So this is like a half stick. This kind of sticks and then kind of doesn't. This is the problem that we've got with this stuff. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I wonder if we should start with the problematic back window first, though. But I guess, we'll just do things. But this is kind of funny, too. You guys see this? It's a funny top edge. Kia, why'd you change so many things? You can do it! We need keys. We need keys! Where did we put them? That's the second best question. Where do you guys think we hid the keys? We hid them in our coat. Because why wouldn't they be there? And then we need to turn this on. No! Shut up! That's gonna happen one of these days. We're gonna turn the car on, and then it's gonna be like, demonetized. So, three people said $5 to $6 grand. Yeah, this is terrifying. So this is what's in the back right now. On the back window. So What? Oh. So what I like about Kias is that they're extremely open. Like, look at this. Look at how cheaply this interior is put together for such a nice car. So Kia ringing tried and true. So we can get to the brake lights really easily. All this, there's nothing. But you have a module right there, and you have, where's your water gonna run? It's probably gonna run here, and then straight down to something like this. So maybe it's this that is getting wet. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's a module right here. I normally don't do anything like this, but with so many people talking about it, I'd say that's probably worthwhile to like do. There could be way more than that, right? So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab some towels, which, oh, would you look at these? Would you look at these? Hey! Daniel with the 5. I love your videos. They have taught me a lot. I just ordered glass aid from your website. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the 5. Thanks for the order too. That's awesome. Linda says there's more than that. Linda, where's the problems? Where's the problems? I'm scrolling back through. So, all right, Canon. No, GoPro. So I'm sure there's more than that. I'm just going off of what I can see right now. And I'm just gonna like basically shove some towels because of how many people have talked about stuff. And basically all the areas that the water is gonna run down. So that goes there. That goes right up here. And there's some extra ones over here. So we have like this area. I mean, and it could be as simple as something in the doors too, alongside the back. Do you guys like these towels? So if you guys remember, Tint Wiz popped into chat last time and had a little giveaway. These are those towels. These are super nice. I stole 2 of them and brought them home for the baby. Because they have these big fluffy ones, which is like the size of a baby blanket. Does Tint Wiz have towels now? Yes, they do. And they've been sending them to a lot of people in the community, so it was really, really nice of them. All right, well, let's cover up some of this stuff, and then I still don't feel safe about this. Also, I'm not going to tell anybody to do this officially, but sometimes you can message their support or tag them on Facebook and be like, "Yo, dog, sad face," and then they might hook you up. That's unofficially what I'm saying. We gotta shut off these lights. All right, we got a tint now. So we're gonna start tinting. We're not gonna, I couldn't see anymore, so we might have to learn a hard life lesson here, but we've done about all we can do right now. We need our tint roll and we will get going. But it's never good when multiple people in chat go, "Oh yeah, that car cost me like $4 grand. What's with the brake light removal in the title? We mostly removed the brake light. So I'm gonna talk about that more when we get to the actual back. But the brake light is 100% in the way. It's like an Audi. It's like an Audi slash BMW brake light, but it's bolted in. And in good Kia fashion, it's not too hard to take out. So I took it like half out. New viewer, what film are you using? We are using GeoShield. People are messing with you? I don't think so. I've never had so many independent people say that they've had that kind of issue with a car. I will wholeheartedly take their words of caution. It's just not something we normally have happen. So if everything winds up good, I haven't tinted one of these. I haven't found hardly any info on them. So we'll take it easy and hopefully it goes well. Just because one person hasn't had a problem doesn't mean there are no problems. I've tinted plenty of Dodge Rams with no problems, and then all of a sudden I had a pretty major problem. Yeah, it's a 10 mil. I only had an 11 and that still worked somehow, so yay. And then it is kind of a pain to get to, which is why I only took it halfway down. I think I'm only gonna free it up enough to sneak the film underneath it and then put it back up. What happened with the Dodge Ram? Well, there's been ones, so it was at a shop that I was tinting for, and we found out the hard way that water trails directly to the BCM. So if you don't, even if you soak rope the car, it's about where you put the soak rope. We lost squeegee. But anyways, with the Ram, what they ended up doing is they pulled it in the corner, they put an air gun on it for about 3 hours, and then everything ended up drying out. But there was another one that did not do that. So, yeah, they're just, man, they're not great. I made a whole video on it, though, on where to put your towels, and I haven't had a problem since. So it's about figuring out how the water is trailing to a particular thing. Same thing on a Dodge Durango, the front doors has a module right here in the door. Who knew tinting a vehicle could be that difficult? Oh yeah, they're not all the same. A lot of the new cars, or cars over the past 20 years, are all very similar in certain aspects, but there's definitely ones that are just standout pain in the asses. Do you shrink the top of the side doors? Nah. No, there's no reason to. Audi Q5 have modules in the doors? That could be the new thing that just kind of really puts a damper on everybody's tinting career, and we all learn the hard way. But as a community, we learn together. Do you shrink the bottom? Yeah, of course. You don't have to shrink on the top and the bottom. You just have to shrink. So you could do the bottom or the top, but nobody really shrinks on the top. Don't overthink it. Just do what I do. If you don't know what to do right now, just do what I do. Start there, and then complicate it for yourself later. I can't tell. Is that 20 or 35? Well, it should be 20. So we're gonna make sure. Oh no, it's definitely 20. Sorry, it's against a white car, so that's why I was gonna double check. But I had my 20 and my 35% out all Friday, so skips comments. So the problem is I have to talk when comments are still getting read to me, and I can't hear and speak at the same time. So it does happen where I will miss comments. So it's like, it's either when chat's busy, it's either a really good timed comment and I'll answer whatever it is, or super chat. Smile. But I mean, there's a lot. I got Microsoft Sam speaking to myself right now. Lighting is great. You know what makes it great? A white car. Do you know what color most people don't have? White. We get so many black cars on here. But it completely changes how the GoPro exposes what I'm doing. Took me a while to figure that one out. But when you have all your camera settings right, GoPro does a good job. Ooh, we should cut this again. How do you change your scenes while working? There's a software, a voice software called Voice Attack. It's amazing. I just found out about it not too long ago. There's a handful of videos covering the topic. Not from me, but they're easy to find. So basically I can put whatever keyword I want for whatever camera I want. Or you can do fun stuff too, like intro. Ta-da! Stop intro. That took me a while to set up. GoPro. But it's fun. You can have so much fun. Have I used 3M? Yeah, years ago. I used some FX and 3M Color Stable. It was surprising. The Color Stable was surprisingly blue. But they might have changed it now. Yeah, I'm surprised how well it works. Because it basically has to ignore everything I'm saying most of the time and then pick up when I'm saying that particular word. My own personal camera crew. That's what we got now. I was greatly inspired. So there's this awesome streamer on Twitch named Sushi Dragon. He's in an 8,000 square foot building. He doesn't tint or do anything, like he just has fun with streaming stuff. So I like the idea of tracking cameras, but there was nothing that ever seemed like it could, like it was actually good at following you. Without you having to tell it to kind of like follow you again. So you like draw a box around yourself. But am I having problems with modules? Sorry, I'm kind of like paying attention to that type of stuff. I haven't run into any problems yet because we haven't tinted the inside. I haven't tinted one of these before, but I've got a bunch of people in chat telling me that I'm gonna get a $5,000 bill, so We're gonna find out today on what we should have titled the stream. Is it gonna be expensive, or is it not gonna be expensive? Have you ever hand cut a 95 Cadillac DeVille? Yeah. Yes, I have. When you get into cars that old, they're not fun. GoPro. GoPro. You won't have problems with modules. Hold your breath. Limit your spray. Oh boy. Oh, I do a lot of water. That's no fun. Do these pop out easily? Are these like the you pull back, or you gotta disassemble a bunch of shit? I'm in the good state of Detroit. Just pull them back and pull the sweeps. I might look into doing that on one of them. It's not something I normally do. Pop the corners, still top load? Okay. All right, we'll look at it. Normally I don't entertain you guys that much, but today we'll do it. I greatly appreciate any info I can get about basically anything, and we go with like a common denominator. So if I've got like 5 people going, oh yeah, be careful, when normally it's just like, oh yeah, these cars are easy. Like, we can be a little careful. He's gonna finally bottom load? No, I'm gonna top load, but I'm gonna take out the seal. Just to fuck with you guys extra. Nice shop, thank you. I try. I gotta clean up all that shit over there, though. Oh, this is my streaming. Oh, I keep forgetting I have this. This is my streaming monitor, guys. So what's cool is I can put this literally anywhere, and then it's within half a second. So when I change cameras, I can watch it there, instead of having like a 40-second delay. Shit like that gets real annoying real quick. All right. Oh, let's take this off. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Let's get crazy. We're gonna roll this down. What? Oh, I was gonna say, what kind of roll down is that? Oh, these are super easy. Oh, this is easy to do. I know this game. Yeah. Watch him break a clip. What did we pull back? Oh, that's just a pin in the door. Uh-oh. Maybe that might be a little bit ambitious. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, all these are just pop. All right, well, that's fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to pull seals on the front doors of IKEA. Probably not the back doors. So let me put this here. Easy peasy. If it's this easy, then I'll do it. But if it's not, it's a little tough. GoPro. Don't do it. Okay, so just take the top, and then there's a little clip here. Give it a little bit of a dip, and then get your fingers there, and then it's a little bit snug. Ta-da! Oh, no, I'm on the GoPro. Ta-da! So, that's easy enough. We're still top loading. We're not actually bottom loading. Do you cherry pick what jobs you stream? No, not usually. We just haven't been super busy lately. I got real happy because I had a phone call today for a 2021 Kia K5. So now we're gonna be doing that. But yesterday, I had somebody call and then cancel within like 15 minutes, and it was really annoying. Really? It didn't? Sorry. Yo. Hi. So what's the point if you're not gonna, if you're still gonna top load? I'm gonna just be a little careful. So I had a run-in with a Durango, and it was not fun. There was a module that was like right here in the door. And, no, actually it was a little farther up. So what would happen is there was a speaker, and then the water would trail right down that seal, follow the water, or follow the wire, go directly to this module, and made the whole car, like lights, switches, power mirrors on both sides, completely fucked. It was a mess. We took apart the door, dried it out, and that fixed it, but every Durango now I have to pull the seal out of just so the water goes straight down. So they're telling me there might be a module in here, and it's easy to just pop out the seals on these, so I'm gonna tint it the same, but I'm gonna get the water to go straight down rather than maybe trailing to like a module or something. GoPro. GoPro. Claybar. Where did we put you? Where did we put you? So we have slowly lost all tools this week. Oh wait, no, I do have it. Okay, good. Well, that's good. I keep like, dude, I have like 5 empty clay bar things. I just keep throwing clay bars back in towels and then it gets mashed together. We're gonna be a little careful today. How much do you charge for a vehicle? I still charge them standard pricing. I mean, I'm with somebody else in chat. There's somebody that's like, it should be just like a Stinger. That's kind of what I thought. But it's definitely a little different than a Stinger, so. I'm gonna buy some clay bars with my stimulus check. Thanks, man. They're super handy. I'm gonna increase the price to $600. Just for the stimulus. We smell very clean today. I don't know. I honestly don't know why so many people want to watch bottom loading though. From me in particular. It's like you take it, you peel it, you drop it all in, you move on. And I mean, I guess we could probably do it okay. It's just, it's not something that I normally do. So I just little cautious on what I spend too much time on because I already wasted on so many other things on this stream. So I just kind of like stick to my process for the most part. Dang, why do we got a lot of soap? 3. There we go. If it's not broken, why fix it? Yeah, most of the time. There's just like you pick and choose your battles. So it's something I would work on a little bit more somewhere else. I mean, I'm pretty confident I can do it. GoPro. GoPro. I can do it just fine because like it's literally what I do for like all frameless doors. But there's the little subtleties like maneuvering it, dropping it in a particular way. So there's lots of guys that have lots of videos, and I would watch theirs before I went and did it. But I have done it a little bit. It's just not something I normally do. What percent? We're doing 20. 20 in classic, pro classic or classic pro? I don't know. It's keep mixing those up. But it's a color stable dyed film. I tried. I walked him through it. My sales pitch, it flopped. But it's okay. We still went through everything. I would rather show everybody the options and have a denial than never try at this point. Because you never know who's gonna like it. Aww. Thank you for the 5. Am I too late to start super? Oh, what's that say? What's this say? Oh, dang, I can't read it. Is that LKB? LKB! Oh, we're gonna move this over here. Oh, I can see it over here. Good shit. LKB, thank you for the super chats. Are you too late to start the super chat train? No. No, you're not. We're just getting going. We've already talked about a lot of things and done very little work. So did Geo change ownership? No, not at all. No, there's Burns and Cubby. Okay, there we go. I'm waiting for it to pop up on my screen. Hopefully it does. There it is. Shoot. I can't. Let's get this train going. Thank you so much for the 5. Oh, there's a couple of them. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. I missed who they were from. But I hear them. So give me a second. We're right in the middle. It pinches here. I felt that. You hear that? What's that about? Super chat $1. Thank you. Hang on. Sorry, I'm freaked out. What is this? Oh. Who cares? You don't have to beep at me for that. Just do it. Vehicle. God damn it, you guys. I got so many people freaking me out about water. I just do the bottom. And then I got this thing sounding like it's gonna self-detonate. And all it is like, vehicle will shut off in 25 seconds. Let's go. Oh my God, a bunch of super chats. Thank you. Thank you. Let me get this buttoned up and then I'll get back over there. Oh, what the fuck? Yes, I'm incredibly paranoid. I gotta turn off chat for today, because you guys, I love you, but shit. Sometimes it's good to not know. And all right. Yes, I am incredibly freaked out right now, and then the car just, like, they don't ever do a little bing bang letting you know that they're gonna shut off. When the fuck do they do that? Apparently this one does, after I spray. Neat. All right, so let's run through them real quick. Marcus, thank you so much for the 5. Let's get this train going, LOL. LKB with the 2. Clinking mugs. Boom. Thanks, buddy. LKB with another $1. Daniel with the 5. Let's go. Marcus with the 2. Guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. As you can see, you are slowly getting, yeah. Fuck me, dude. All right, let's do the doors. Well, let's do the back. I think we're gonna do all the roll downs, and then we're gonna do the quarters, and then we're gonna do the back window. This is a good live stream so far. You're all paranoid. I wonder why. GoPro. Like, come on. Let's just try and get a good job here. All right, what do we got? It's not... This... Why do they do this? This is so weird. Just seen a gray hair pop out. I got enough. I got enough with the baby owl. Sorry for super chat, but somebody had to do it. Yeah, you never have to apologize for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, fear. Definitely. Like, you can definitely freak yourself out, right? Where, like, unnecessarily. Where it's like, vast majority of cars, I just tint, and I don't have problems. But it's always that there's going to be that one new car that really fucks with you. And you never know when that's going to happen, but you just keep going about your day. But, I mean, I do appreciate the sheer number of people that are trying to, like, caution me because they ran into problems themselves. So you'll never hear me, like, be upset about it. Just a little paranoid, you know? A little paranoid. Dana Reyna. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Confetti balloons are the best. Look at that. Look at that fucking... Oh, my God. I had 4 confetti balloons, and I haven't used them. And they're like... They remind me of a little kid's game. Oh, it's so funny. They just swirl around in there. But they're big confetti things. They're not like these little ones that are just going to, like, completely fuck up my shop. But Daniel Reyna, thank you so much for the 10, I think. Or 20? Is that 20? God damn it. I'm over here, you're over there. I gotta put my chat on that monitor. Daniel Reyna with the 10. Mustapo. Oh God, somebody did it again. Daniel Reyna with the 5. Oh, now he's just fucking with me. If there's one thing I know about Daniel Reyna. He likes, boom, he likes to blow up the balloon. Okay, we need, sorry. There we go. Sorry, I don't... Good God! Is that another one? $5 super chat. How are we gonna get this shit done? How do we get this done? 3. The answer is we don't. Daniel Reyna with another 5. Yes, he is here. He is here to blow up the balloon. I knew it. I knew it. GoPro. GoPro. Where's my scrapey scrape? There it is. All right, so we didn't pull the seal on the back ones because I don't think it'd be in the back door, but I could be wrong. And the vehicle is off. And the vehicle is off. Are vehicles tight on the sides? Or seals tight on the sides? No, not in a Kia. Kia generally are pretty easy. Let me guess who that is. $5 super chat. Oh, that thing's getting big, huh? That thing's getting very big. Daniel Reyna. Daniel Reyna with the 5. There. Problem solved. I hear the super chat, but I don't hear who they're coming from. So I'll hear the message, but I disabled usernames. You should get a big monitor so you can. Thank you for the 5, by the way. You should get a monitor so you can see it better. God damn it. He's really gonna try and blow that up. Should wait. You should wait until the end when we're in front of the computer, and then we can see all that shit go everywhere. So I have a projector. I'm not quite sure where to put the image, which is why I'm doing this. I had an iPad sitting around, so it's not so much just get a bigger screen and then put it up and then you can see chat wherever you are. It's also about getting like some sort of real-time streaming monitor because there's always a delay. And he's ignored everything I've said. Thank you for the 5, buddy. He's just gonna keep them going. until it goes boom. Oh, it was funny too, because in the last stream, somebody was like, "What's the next tech thing that you're gonna do?" And I was like, "Chill, bro." And then I did this. So, that's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, the purple corner squeegee is fucking great. I don't even know what to say. Another 5. Is that from who I think it is? Daniel Reyna, Never Ending Tech Toys. Thank you so much for the 5, buddy. Yes, 100%. Never Ending Tech Toys. And like, I thought, there's always something, right? There's always something. So these little cameras, they're okay, but they're not like amazing. But they got some tricks up their sleeve, right? Like that's really fun. So I like to do, when I saw what they could do, I jumped on these things. But there are better ones out there. I just didn't want to spend $600 on a camera, or per camera. GoPro. Are we going to blow up? Oh God. Oh God. $10. Oh, he's serious now. Oh, fuck me, dude. Oh, that's getting scary close, I think. God damn it! Oh, that's so close. That's got to be real close. Victor! Victor with the 10. Fuck, it's too blurry. Doing Rhapsody videos helped me a lot. Hang on, I'll get to the rest of it in just a second. Thank you so much for the 5. Oh, come on. Daniel Reyna with 5. Nope. Okay. All right, we can breathe. I will read the super chats, just give me a second. I very much appreciate them, though. This is an awkward spot to get me. I make 375 per car, I'm good. It definitely sounds like it. That's the thing about tinting, man. You can get good money. What? Top loaders are nicer, guys. I didn't think that would be the defining factor. Oh. All right, we can peel this one off. I think it went off a little early. Daniel with another 5. There has to be a balance here. I genuinely have work to get done. But thank you guys so much for the support. You know what's really scary about leaving it in that state, though? Is I have to basically let it down if the stream ends and the balloon's like that, because it will just I was basically locking up and then all of a sudden the balloon went off. I was gonna leave it till the next stream and then it went off at the end of the, after I had already ended. So it gets to this point where if it stays like that, it'll just kind of freak out, or at least the other ones have. So we're gonna be a little careful. Oh God! Is it gonna? Oh God, that's really getting up there, isn't it? Come on, just end my suffering! What the fuck? I haven't blown up that balloon yet. Thank you for the 10. What? Go away, notification. Okay, so Victor with the 5. Been doing raps, but your videos got me interested in doing tinting. Just did my brother-in-law's charger yesterday. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. That's awesome that you knocked out your brother's charger. Chargers aren't the easiest cars to do. Those back windows are definitely curved, and you have the peanut problem on the back window. So nice job, man. That's awesome. Look like a different squeegee. Oh, there's a couple. So we've got this. These are, Tint Wiz sent these over. These are their corner squeegees. And then there's a tri-edge one. I'm sorry. The tri-edge one's a little on the old side, though. So they sent these out a while ago. Close the Kia door so you don't have to vacuum confetti out of the car. It's this really big, it's not little confettis, it's the big ones, so it shouldn't be bad if it does. I don't think it'll actually land in there. I'd be impressed. I think we'd have to blow it off though, if that's the case. Which in that case we'll just put it up there and then it'll just rain down over everything. GoPro. All right, so this. Have I removed the rear third brake light? Not quite yet. Well, yes and no. So I don't think I'm going to remove it any more than I did because it looks like it'll be an absolute pain in the ass to try and put back in. But I'll talk about exactly what you need to do to remove it. So it's like half removed. So it's really easy to show you guys. And going into this, I'm not like super great at, I can figure out how to take stuff apart and put them back together, but door panels are always one of those things where it's just doesn't, it's not a natural thing for me. So this one was very straightforward. I got very lucky because when I saw it, I was I was like, uh-oh, are we gonna have to cut around a brake light on stream? I really don't want to, but I hope I have the things that I can actually take this apart. Because like you don't know if you'd have to take the entire headliner off sometimes to get to a brake light. Usually not the case. All right, so we're gonna do this one. So far, everything is going well. The doors are very straightforward so far, and I don't know if we really had to pull the sweep or not, but seeing how they pulled out, it's pretty straightforward. What's a plastic protector? That is called carpet shield. You can get it from like Lowe's or Home Depot or Menards. If you guys remember, we talked a lot about maybe trying a different one, and then nobody ever has done that yet, so it's still what we're using. But it's convenient. It works pretty well for most things. So we use it. I wish it stuck a little better, but then I always wonder if it would start leaving adhesive behind, but I tried a couple of automotive ones and they didn't work out well on door panels. These are like, they're still plastic panels at the top. They're not the soft touch, but it's like half sticking to it. On some, it does really well. On some, it'll basically fall off. So, being that it's made to stick to carpet, I figured it would do pretty well. And it's supposed to peel away clean, so it's never left anything behind. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What would you do one over here? $5 super chat. Daniel Reyna. I'm not even... Okay. All right. I can't even see it over here. Thank you for the 5. Let's finish this up and then pop it. Please. Have you seen... Oh, wait, no, I didn't. That is different, actually. Have you seen guys top load and peel the whole liner? No. No, I haven't. Wouldn't you be dragging, like, film on a door panel and or plastic and stuff? That doesn't sound like a great idea. I think you would have like a mediocre, like you'd probably would be cleaner than what you might think. But I don't know. I don't know if it would really be that. Sounds like you'd have just a couple little things at the bottom if you cleaned it off no matter what, but I don't know. Everybody's got their own thing. The sides are tight. They're tighter than the Stinger, but in a different way. They're really not bad. What the fuck? Daniel Reyna gives 0 fucks right now. God damn. That is looking scary now. It said it was a clear balloon, and then it was like, oh, this kind of looks like milk. And then the bigger this thing gets, the more intimidating it gets. And it's only a matter of time before it blows these big blue confetti shits on my floor, which are going to be easy to clean up. So, but I want to see it. We've heard them go off, but we definitely want to see it go off. Well, that wasn't bad. Oh my god. Well, we finished the door window. Son of a bitch. That is a big fucking balloon, guys. That's just scary. Maybe we should get some lights and just point it at it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen sometime, but it's just gonna... I have no idea when. GoPro. Daniel, thank you. 1. Daniel. Oh, fucking... Canon. Just changed cameras when it happened. Did you guys see it? Did it work? Oh my god. I saw the sprinkling. Daniel, thank you for the 5. Nico, you had a genius idea. That's what I was laughing at. Throw a knife at it. I was going to. I was just going to like say, fuck this. And then throw a knife at it. Daniel Reyna. Hurrah! Good job, buddy. I want to see it. I'll have to look back. I hope you guys get to see it anyways. Because it had the angle and then I changed it, but oh well. All right, back to work. We have more things to worry about. GoPro. We will not be putting another one on. When we get to something like that, it's just like, we got one for the stream. Every time. It's like, dude, I can't tell you how much it genuinely freaks me out every time that shit goes off. Because it's, you know it's coming. And I didn't think I was one for startle scares, really. Like the movies got me once in a while. But my wife could tell you. She she can freak me out very easily. Like, she would do this thing where she'd just hide somewhere. And it's like, I know she's gonna jump scare me somewhere, but you have no idea exactly where. And she's good at hiding. And then all of a sudden it was just like, "Bleh." And I'm like, fuck! I'm one of those people. You should stream on Twitch. We do, actually. We have a Twitch stream going at the same time. So if anybody catches me on Twitch, they can hang out on Twitch if they like it. It's just... YouTube has always been my main platform. And that's where the majority of people like to watch it. So, me included. I much rather watch it on YouTube than on Twitch. So right in here, right at this bottom corner, it like presses a little bit hard there. Not really anything else to tell you. Thank you for the $3 balloon fund. We have some more sitting over there. We'll definitely put them up. We're good for today, though. Thank you so much. Somebody asked earlier how much it was. It gets expensive. So I had, dudes, when I put it up there, on the first stream I put it up there, I had smaller balloons, and then it was just like, you guys blew up 10 of them. So it's just like, the purpose was not to just to have a balloon bopping stream. It was to add a bit of fun. So. But we had to make it that way because fucking Dan Arena, he comes in and he's just like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Instant replay? Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, you could. I'm thinking. Because I've seen that too. Oh, that doesn't really work very well, does it? Hello? Come on. It's okay. But then I kind of stand in front of it. But I could stand here. An instant replay would be interesting. I've thought about doing like an automatic triggered camera. GoPro. I've thought about doing like an automatic triggered camera that just kind of like, instead of the alert window, it basically has a dedicated camera that's looking at it. But I just haven't invested time in setting it up yet. I don't know how well it would play. I don't want it to be like too distracting. I can't get that teeth thing down. Practice, my friend. Just get a bunch of scraps, chop them all into like little pieces, and just one after the next, just try and peel them. I can't do the fingernail thing though. Not on most windows. I'd rather like flick a corner though. $3? $3 super chat? Oh, thank you. Sorry, 1 second. Let me get this one in. I think it was like impatient tinters. Imagine that. It's just like, yeah. Well, we're used to like faster turnover anyways, right? Cool. That is 4 up. Shut off the car because we don't need it on anymore. But we should be pretty good. I'm still not looking forward to putting the seals back in, but they're pretty straightforward to take out. It just seemed a little tight in the front. See, right here, down there. It's not as bad on this side. That doesn't mean that's not going to be tight on like other ones. But on the passenger side, it was definitely tight in that spot. It's just the way that they have the seal pressed against the glass. Really kind of reminds me of a seal type that you would normally see and be able to pull out. So I actually don't know if you could remove it or how far down it connects. So like some of these, they're only here and you could like pull it all the way out, but I didn't look at it that close. It just definitely rounds really different than a lot of seals. Yeah, I'll soak the seals. Roll the window down. Yep. Thank you. All right. So we're gonna let this tack up a little bit before we put the seals in. So we'll worry about the rest of the car. It's kind of like a last touch-up thing that we'll do. So we'll put the seals back in. Next, what I want to do is those quarter windows. They do not look like they're gonna be super fun. They're not the worst, but they're just like, they got some challenges. So the seal kind of gets in the way. They do have hard plastic borders. Or no. Sorry, they do have ceramic borders and then like a plastic one on the front edge. So I gotta be careful about that. These aren't, and they just come to like a stupid point here. So it's gonna be interesting. Quarter windows can be such a pain though. They can take longer than the rest of the car or the rest of the roll downs. It's all about like little detail work to make those suckers look good and get your cuts right. So, with that being said, let's roll some film. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Oh, wait, can we? Oh. Here we go. So, I'm gonna try and get my film for it from there. So line this up. Basically put it to as close on the edge as possible. Card that down. And then just trim off a section. GoPro. GoPro. Yesterday was essentially my Sunday. I had something call and then schedule, and then like 15 minutes later it canceled, so it was kind of like a big bummer. And then I had a little training session that I did on Tuesday, or Wednesday and Thursday, so. Kind of changed my whole week. But I didn't really have phone calls, and then there was like a phone issue because I switched phones. But I don't think I was getting calls hardly at all. So it's definitely been slow for me anyways. So I still go in on Tuesdays and Fridays, and I'm mostly busy there. And then here, I worked on yesterday especially polishing up my business profile a little bit on Google. That's where most of my stuff comes in. So how far do you go down on a seal? You don't really have to go very far down at all. I'll usually put it like half to a quarter inch below the seal. Guys, plan ahead for the future. Tinting is just extra candy money. No, it's definitely not. It's more than that. Depends on how you run your business. Doesn't mean it doesn't come with challenges. Dang! $20 super chat. Thanks, buddy. Yay, K5. Sorry, there's like... It's hard to line this up. I just want this to sit a little bit lower. Get as close as I can there. Does voice attack work on Mac? I do not know. Check voice attack. Who was that? I got like 2 seconds to find out. Chaos Actual with the $20. Dang, dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yay, K5s. People freak me out a lot about them. They're interesting. GoPro. Definitely interesting. Not the most fun car in the world. So if you get a K5 and you get a Stinger, the Stinger is like, oh, this car's awesomely easy. And you get a K5 and you're kind of like, but definitely not the hardest car. It's just got some tricky bits. So we're on one of the tricky bits right now. We got our pattern cut. So let's see how hard this is to put in. It's extra exciting because it's more water we're going to be spraying. Fuck. Is it normal that a customer called because of a small speck or a peel? Well, look at it this way. You just paid to get a tint job, and it's all about managing expectations. I mean, if it's something real small, you can explain why that happened, and you can try to fix it for them. But to let them know that if it's something small, you'll do the absolute best you can to make it look good. But doesn't mean, no window is 100% perfect. But as far as the peeling goes, they should never peel. Ever. So if you got a peely window, you better take care of that, dude. Super chat! These ones aren't bad. This one has a lot more room at the bottom, and it actually gives you kind of an easy way to slide it in, and as long as your cut's fine. Okay, they're not bad. They looked like they'd be kind of annoying. I guess the trickiest part is going to be squeegeeing them out without sliding it. Where did my squeegee go? Oh, there it is. CJ with the $2. $2 for them crispy edges. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have you done a 2020 Sonata? No, not yet, actually. GoPro. My slip solution is just a bit on the slippery side right now. So I just want to make sure that we're going to get this tacked, and then we can put a little more pressure on the rest of the bubbles to try and get them out. But you can let it sit when it's cold, so it'll tack up a little bit more. That's not too bad. I guess the biggest worry now is going to be well, we got a windshield strip that we got to do for once. We normally don't have that, and then we got to do the back window. Back window doesn't really look hard. It's a little wide at the bottom, though. Neat. These aren't bad. What was I saying? Yeah, these really aren't bad. as far as quarter windows go, they have my blessing. They got kind of like this weird little cavern thing going on here, but they're kind of angled in a way that makes them easy to get to with all the regular plastic tools and stuff. So this edge here at the front isn't bad at all. Okay, good deal. So we'll do the other one. They give you pretty wide tolerances too on the sides, or on the top and the bottom, but some of the edges. So you can slide it around, so your cuts don't have to be 100% perfect. We got rear quarters to do too, right? So these are going to be our normal quarters. Nothing weird about those. What time is it? 3:50. Oh, we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad at all. Stream is running very well too, which is fantastic. Thoughts on the stock market? Stock market's such a meme. They just... So, historically, stock market would slowly go up over time and was very, very sure on going up, right? And then, somewhere along recent years, it fucking turned into OTC penny stocks. Fucking... It's just like it's real hard to put genuine evaluations on any of these things. It just keeps going up, so I don't know, dude. I would be absolutely terrified, but then you see people that got in at particular times that are doing very well. So there was one point in time that I knew was a great time to buy in. When you saw a massive drop off. Oh, look at my floor now. That's what it looks like. That's all confettied. When you saw the massive drop off, all the way down to like on the SPY, all the way down to like lower support levels, from like 3 something to like 240, 220. Right in there was an excellent time to buy in anticipating that it would come back. But the fact that it's just basically ignored so much and keep going is just insane to me. Like, you got companies like Tesla, which almost strikes me as like watching Bitcoin run up. I don't think anybody really knows why it's doing that well, but it just keeps going. So then it just self-generates more hype and investment and stuff. But cheers to anybody that got in on those things. They can fall faster than they can wear up. All right. Let's pop this quarter window in. We got plenty of room. They give you a nice border on the sides. So we'll do like a 2-piece windshield strip on this one. Worst customer complaint? I don't really know. I've had difficult people. But I don't really know what the worst one has been. I always think like the worst is kind of like the unwarranted stuff where you genuinely put your heart and soul into a job and then there's just like you don't think you can make it look any better and they're not happy about it. And then, but that hasn't happened to me in a very long time. Do eyeball visor strips? Yeah. Like, for the most part, I'll just, like, take my hand and measure it on both sides. I don't contour them at all or anything like that, so. All right, so let's let that sit. God, that goes in place so easy. Okay, I take back everything I said about these quarter windows. These quarter windows are, like, compared to the Blazers, these are way easier than the Blazers. They have a little bit of a gap on that back plastic section. And the rest of the tolerances are really, really loose. So you just get your cuts mostly close. Put a very straight edge on that back plastic edge, and you'll be golden. So no worries on those. I don't know if this is quite big enough, but sometimes I surprise myself. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Yep, we're looking good. So we'll cut out these. I'm gonna let that tack up for a little bit, and then we'll squeegee part of it out and finish the rest of it. This car loves you. Well, I mean, we did a couple little things for precautions, so hopefully those things paid off, right? I guess part of the weird thing is, like, we didn't actually run into any issues yet. So then I don't know if I really needed to take all the precautions that I did, right? Yeah. Maybe we don't need to pull the seals, but it's better to err on the side of caution when it's easy. It's like, it's all about risk to reward there. So if it's easy for you to just pop them out really quick and easy to throw some towels down, just do it. We don't even have to shrink these quarters. These are so easy. GoPro. GoPro. Toughest car. Thinking. What makes me happier, the tough, like, maybe a tough car that I would just genuinely just so, like, no, that's not worth my time. But I think some of the harder, like, ones that really suck are the ones that I know I can do. It's just going to take me a long time. So you have, like, the 80s Corvette with the hardware. 80s or 90s Corvette, something like that, with, like, the hardware on the glass that you have to pull off. That sucks. I hate doing those. And then there's, like, the 80s one. 70s before that, my years are a little messed up. So there's a model Corvette that has basically a lot of the Corvettes. There's a model before the ones that you had to pull the hardware on that I can tint, but I hate doing it. Oh, it's so annoying to do. And then there's the year after that where you have to pull the hardware out. Those just are a big time sink. And then the people who own those never take care of them, so they're just dirty. And then you've got the year after that, which is just your general, like, shitty Corvette. Then the Stingrays are nice. Those are much easier. After that, I did a Grand Marquis, not like handful of weeks ago, so it's really fresh in my mind. They're not that, like, they're annoying cars to get, but you can do them fine. This one had purple tint all over it, so it had a removal before we tinted it. That made it suck shit. Not fun. Trying to think what else. And the VW Bug, of course, nobody really likes getting those, but I just hardly ever see those. I'm just very thankful when I have a day where it's like Malibus and front doors. That to me is like, yay, cool, easy day. The newer bugs, yeah, the newer bugs are easier. I hear about a little bit of a nightmare with the one with the spoiler on it, but I haven't had it in person, so no comment. I had a removal that was a pain in the ass, and even using Awesome didn't help. Ooh, that sucks. Never run into one where adhesive remover didn't help, but I don't do all that many removals. Like, this was just an annoying day for me. So I had a brand new Audi SUV. It was getting the full thing with the windshield, and right in front of it was a Grand Marquise with purple tint that was a full removal and retint without the windshield. And it's like those two things together is just like, all right, look, this Audi, I need to take extra time on because it deserves, one, it deserves the extra time, but two, they just are tougher. They have tighter seals, they have tighter tolerances. They're just kind of overall more of a pain in the ass to do. They're not as fast to do, for me anyways. So, and then I had that Grand Marquise. But the silver lining of that whole day was the owner was like, all right, we'll help you out with the removal. And he spent fucking 4 hours doing tint removal. And he was just like, this sucks. And I'm like, yeah. So when you pull in an old purple removal and I say, this sucks, I'm not just saying that for fun. Like, and I'm not taking sweet fucking time for fun. He's like, I learned something today. It's like, well, good for you, buddy. Good for you. I wish he would listen to people instead of just thinking one way, but okay. Is this worth doing? That's the question. Reset. Woo! That was fun. But I don't think you can really see it. Maybe you can. No, it's too centered. One. And this one's just way far away. What's up? Is it? Oh, there it goes. No. GoPro. GoPro. I like playing with them though. GoPro's gonna be the best angle for all this close-up stuff, so. I think where the other cameras are really helping out is just kind of something that sits in the background and is more of a support angle rather than a detail angle. I'm learning that a lot more. Okay, so tint class. We already start to shrink this, but the main thing that's gonna hang you up is top corners, right? So top corners is usually where the most tint is, kind of like where they put the biggest curve up there, so it starts to bunch up. So I'm making this look pretty straightforward right now, but like, okay, that doesn't help explain it. What did we do? What did we do that made it all just kind of lay down, look easy? Let's go over to the other side and we'll talk about it a little bit. So the first thing is you want your film to be like evenly split, and where it looks like there's an even amount to shrink up here and an even amount to shrink down there. That usually means the dead center of the glass. But sometimes it can mean curving it up a little bit, curving it down. Is the heat gun on highest setting? Yes, all the time. Always turn your heat gun all the way up, all the time. You vary your heat by getting farther or closer. That's how you manage your heat. So I've got this little wrinkle here, and I've got a bunch of stuff, so we need to make things organized. So what most people will tell you is just do what is called an H pattern. So that basically means flat line here, up, down, and then you do the same thing on the other side. Just up, just down. So what a lot of people do, a lot of new people do, is they will fix their H pattern all the way here and try and shrink all this shit right here. That's annoying. Don't do that. Just stop. Put a loose, like lightly tack it up here, and a lot of what you do is going to change right in the very beginning. It's how you manage your shrink in the very beginning. So we have a hard lock down here, a little soft, a little hard. You know what I mean? So you see a lot of this coming down right here. It tapers a little bit more in the middle, so it's not, you don't have to shrink as much in the middle. Most of it's going to be here. So you can pull lightly, and you're just getting that film to kind of like float all the way down to that edge, and always shrink right above where those points are. So shrink a little bit, wait for it to go sideways, and then for these sides, what we do is start pushing things out that way. So move everything up together, and then take your card and just move some of this out sideways. And when you shrink it in the middle, it starts to make that little, like, basically upside down smiley. That's where it tells you that you can kind of like press things out that way, press things out a little bit that way. And now you're more evenly shrinking some of those top corners rather than forcing it to all go together. So watch, we'll pull a little bit, shrink a little bit, and now we got this like little smiley thingy here, right? Only press down exactly what you shrunk. Don't go past it. You know you're going past it if you start seeing these hard lines right here, these hard fingers pointing down. You went too far. Pull the film back, shrink some of those down, then everything will be better. Every window is going to be curved a little different. Some are just going to be a pain in the ass, and that's just the way it is. But if you start earlier on, shrink, get that little bit of a U, press up this way, kind of coast it up, shrink, and before you know it, you'll be at the top, and everything will be even. Similar for the bottom, but it's a little bit more spread out, so those points aren't going to be as much. But same thing kind of applies. It's like you wait for it to go sideways, you have a little bit of a U shape, shrink, and press down. Do you mind showing what happens when you burn the tint? I can't right now. It doesn't just bubble, it'll pinch together. So there's a few things that can happen, right? So watch the way this starts to shrink. So you see it's pulling sideways? That's what we're looking for. We're shrinking it until it starts pulling sideways a little bit, not a ton. And then it'll all start to like lay down. And then really the card is just to help manage things. You do all the work with the heat gun. But if you work yourself into basically too harsh of a peak, it'll start pinching together because all the heat's coming right on here, and then film pulls together when you shrink it. No! That was weird. Battery died. We're gonna fire this thing back up. Does the K5 have the Bose system? Not as far as I know. All right, we're gonna get this GoPro back up and running. She's gonna blow. The thing on my face is gonna detonate. It's safe. All right, so we're connecting it. What shade? Oh, we're doing 20. 20 on everything, on the sides and the back, and then we're gonna do a 5% strip. How much do you charge for the back half? It's a good question. 180? I think 180. I usually, like, I have to think about it. I have it written down. I just don't usually get rear-only questions. That's legal in my state? Yeah, that's legal in my state, too. It's just most people, when they settle on the back, they end up doing the whole thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. I didn't go live. There we go. 1 second. Let me see. Here we go. 1 second. Let me see. All right. 1 second. This screen's going to be a little weird for a minute. But I'm still here, so give me a second. We just got to manage this. Did I try turning it off and on again? Bingo! All right, it's gonna go black again. Boom. Boom! All right, we fixed it. That's fun. So every once in a while, it'll just not pick up the feed again until you tell it to disconnect and reconnect. But the other issue is every time I go from this scene back to this, if you don't uncheck that, it'll freeze basically for 2 seconds till it catches up. Gas cap open, bro. GoPro. GoPro. All right, let's finish shrinking this. I did appreciate that my GoPro actually beeped, so I knew it was dying. But it doesn't give me a warning beep. There's nothing I can do to make it give me a warning beep. It would be great if it gave me like a 5-minute to self-destruct thing. Look, it's fixed now. Don't get water in the gas cap? What? We just memeing now? I think we're just memeing now. Am I using speech chat? No, I'm using Restream. Restream's got a native PC chat. I use speech chat when... there's actually one... Yes, I'm using text-to-speech, but... So speech chat is a handy little free web app. You can actually get it to work off of an Android phone. So when I did some mobile stuff off of a GoPro, speech chat was really, really handy because all I needed was a phone. But This Restream is my preferred chat thing. But it's $50 a month to be able to do it. GoPro. GoPro. Whoa, when did it do that? I wish you could pick a better voice though. The Restream Microsoft voice is better though than the default speech chat voice. Suntech scratched easy. That was a pretty common complaint that I saw. If I saw one complaint about some of, oh god, I leave too much shit on the floor. If I saw one comment about Suntech, it was that it scratched too easily sometimes. Their cheaper stuff did. I have your setup almost. Oh, dang. I'm trying to figure out how to hear the comments and command the cameras. For the commanding the cameras, I use an app called Voice Attack, and then the other one is so for hearing. I had to literally buy a microphone to make this easier for me. But so hearing the comments. That you have to go into like your PC settings, and when you connect your headset to the PC, you have to tell a particular app to actually switch over the audio output to your headset. So I actually bought the Elgato Wave 1 because it came with a particular software that made that all easier to do. So now when I restart my computer, everything just kind of works, whereas before I was constantly telling it to like reconnect to my headset, and it was a super big meme. Anyways, so this, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this very well. Ugh. So this is the brake light. There's these pins here that connect to the roof, and they just pull down really, really easy. So that's straightforward. Then it gives you enough room to get to these bolts, and these bolts is what connect the third brake light in place. So what I did is I went in and I loosened them. So now I have some room. If I took them all the way out, it would make it easier to install, but I'm worried that it's going to make it a pain in the ass to get back in. Whereas now, I just need to tighten them. So, should be loose enough to where I can sneak the film below it, and then just pull it back up like I do on like a Chevy Impala. Which I don't remove either. I just bend those down. But I think that one's a little bit more flexible. So, we're gonna grab what are we gonna get? Where's my good one? What the heck, dude? I have a good bulldozer, and I have a bad bulldozer. These ones are the not good bulldozers. Where's my good bulldozer? Oh, here it is. Haha! It was up against the wall. Beautiful. Now we need clay bar. We'll be all set. But yeah, dude, good luck. All this technical shit, it's really fun, but it's a lot. It's such a lot to set up every time you go live. So it is fun. good connection, good interaction. But man, it is a lot. Oh, doing a barber stream. There's another software that people are talking about. So there's Voice Attack, and then there's another one. I'm trying to remember offhand what it's called. Voice Macros or something? It might be, that might be what it's called. I don't remember. Like, PC for the streaming world is what, like, I'm not saying PC is better than Mac, but there's more things, there's more like rough applications that are made for PC before they come to Windows. So generally you can't see, you're not gonna have the same things. There's gonna be like one or two. It's like how all apps were made for iPhones before they came to Android. But the apps that come to Android are generally a little bit more flexible on what you can do with them. So there's just more users on Windows than there are for particular things, but I've just noticed that. Would 100% be worth getting a PC just to do it. There we go. So that's a good sweep. We are being careful on water usage here, which means we're not going 10 out of 10, more like a 7 or an 8. Do I recommend? Flat out or Orange Crush? Get both. Personal preference. I generally will use the flat out more, but the Orange Crush, I have a good appreciation for it now. Used to be all about the Blue Max. I think the Blue Max has like the best feel, but flat out will last flat out much longer. Okay, there we go. We got some spray. Reset. Hey! Two. All right. No, there's lots of ways you can get film without being an authorized dealer. GoPro. GoPro. I love multiple cameras. It's so much fun for me. Because there's lots of things that I like to try to show, but it takes effort to move cameras and stuff, which is why I have a GoPro. So bouncing back and forth a little bit anyways should be more fun, and it was just a fun technical thing to set up. There's some good handy communities too. Nutty on Twitch, he's got a good community that helps people. Sushi Dragon, he's a great streamer on Twitch who does a lot of this type of stuff. Not tinting, streaming with multiple cameras and like testing stuff out and whatnot. That's basically his main thing in setting up streaming effects. So follow those dudes. Great communities, great people looking to help other people. All right. So now we're in this position, right? Where I can't just put it straight up. I got this third break in the way. So what I'm gonna try and do is just get a nice roll and not crease my film. Just get that lip underneath, and then just do the tint shuffle. Right? And then hopefully we can just coast this guy up without having to remove that entire pain in the ass brake light. We'll see if my theory works. And now we're all on the glass, and we didn't. Oh, that's so cool. There's a dude in chat who just said that he wants to be able to do what I'm doing, but with, he cuts hair. So he wants to be able to switch in between cameras, right? Yeah, that's awesome, man. Look up, like, any of those communities that I talked about. If you go into the Sushi Dragon Discord, Sushi Dragon's on Twitch. So you'll be able to find his Discord that way. And then you can ask in his chat and then see if there's one for Mac specifically. But that's where I got the tip on voice attack. So there's a handful of videos too. So if you just look up voice command streams, voice command, I don't know, something with live streaming and voice command, you'll probably be able to find some helpful things about how to manage it all. But yeah, you're right. It's like, it's so much easier just to be able to voice command when your hands are full. That's super cool to bring like live streaming to hair cutting. I'm curious about like how other people feel about being put on stream too while you're cutting their hair. Because I get to stream cars. Cars don't have feelings about that. Maybe they do, I don't know. I remember somebody a while back said window tinters are the hairdressers of the automotive world. And I think that's 100% accurate. We give it the fancy updo. Well, we got tint on it. Hooray! Remember when YouTube was 30-second 240p exhaust videos? Yes, kind of. I remember, like, so here's, talking about streaming. Oh wait, sorry, there's really interesting chat going on. I've been doing streaming cutting for a while now. I even use a GoPro to show people more up close. That's so great. So I don't know, like, guys, what's really interesting about streaming right now is, like, you saw what happened with YouTube, right? And live streaming's been around for a while, but it's now getting a lot more attention, and people just haven't been creative with it. Like, it's all been about the easy, most entertaining thing, which is gaming. Well, now it's starting to diversify a lot, and it's gaining similar traction to what video used to do back in the day. Like, I was like, my channel was like the first consistent channel with tint videos. It just was a huge pain in the ass to try and make videos. But with live, it's so different and interesting. And the tech has caught up in a way where it's more interesting to watch, so. So right now you're seeing, I don't know exactly where to tell you on the timeline, but like YouTube in 2011 is 2012, which might seem really early. Like there were channels with 1 million subscribers and I thought I was super late to the game. Well, now you have channels with millions of subscribers. There were 6,000 channels that hit, I think, 1 million subscribers this past year. So, same thing's happening with live streaming. It's still in its infancy, but it's matured a little bit, and it's got a long ways to go. I think it'll happen faster though. How recent was the last Tint Wiz giveaway? They gave away some stuff in the last stream. They gave away some towels, which is not something they've done one before, but actually Eric from Tint Wiz, he messaged me, and it's something that he's gonna want to be. He said he asked if he could do more regularly, and I said absolutely. Okay, so we need to put the brake light back in, so we're gonna keep that there. Just this little guy here. Okay, no worries. So, actually, that's probably a bad place to put it. So we're gonna clean this up a little bit, and then we're gonna get this brake light back in. We still have a strip to do. What time is it? 4:30. We'll probably be done about 5. Another half hour. So we're not too far off where I thought. A little bit, but not too far. Oh, and we gotta put the seals back in. Yeah, I've got 123,000 subs, so I've been trying to incorporate what you're doing cutting hair. Oh, that's super cool, man. Very cool. Well, I'll definitely have to check it out. Okay. So we wanna this way. All right. Like I said, this would be an absolute pain in the ass to like take these bolts all the way out. Remember when I asked you how to put GoPro with OBS? Yeah, I definitely remember some people asking about it. Dude, I came across this guy that was doing a fishing stream on Twitch. Super fucking cool. Alright, we're almost there on these 2 bolts. Oh, God. Fuck this. See, this is why I didn't take this out all the way. It's just awkward. But we're getting it. Yay, that's tight. No, don't steal my... Don't steal that. I need that. What? GoPro. GoPro. Oh, dang! Thanks for catching that. This is like a therapeutic stream. Thank you. It's not therapeutic for me right now. Oh, there we go. All right, let's tighten back up. Plug this back in. There we go. There we go. There we go. So many there we goes. Brake light solved. There was a promo code. There was a promo last week for 20 20 towel thingies sets or whatever. It is not something they told me before they were gonna do, and they said randomly in the future they would just like to do it. And what they also said was it might be a good way for people to be interested in watching more live. And it's like, yeah, that's true. It's very true. So every once in a while, Tint Wiz is probably gonna pop in and do a little giveaway to people that hang out in the chat. God, that was fun. So what I'm interested too is any of my towels wet? Maybe a little bit? No. No. Well, that wasn't bad. I guess we'll find out when we start it back up to make sure if everything's okay. But is there any back windows that are impossible to do? I really didn't like the Beretta. There we go. Cheap little things pop right back in. Oh, this looks good. Brake light is secured. Everything's looking good on this. All we have to do is pop these headrests back in, and we can worry about the front. And did I forget what I opened that to do? Yes, I did. Pull. Uh-oh. Hang on one second. Hang on, I got somebody up front. All right. So we're almost done. We got to do a strip on this though. So I got to hustle on that. He just walked in because I told him about 4:30, but it's more about 5. So let's go get that done. Have you tried the little Sony RX0 too? Ooh, that's a good question. GoPro. So the Sony, I've looked into them. I would much rather use something like the Sony, but I don't think the Sony live streams. So it's for the GoPro anyways, it's got to be able to send out an RTMP signal. But for a stand camera, I'm actually using OBSbots. So that's how they'll track me. So it's kind of like it has to do more with the tech than there's just RX0s couldn't track or anything. And I don't think there's a particular gimbal I could put them on to actually work in that fashion. Not the same way. The tracking on the OBSbots are great. Yeah, I always keep a lookout for any new cameras that come to market, and I'm like, can it stream? The one that I was actually like almost bought, I almost bought it, and then I came across a few things that stopped me from buying it. The Insta360 1R with the 1-inch sensor. I would have jumped on that thing so fast. They finally enabled live streaming, but it doesn't work near as well as the GoPro does. There's a video that basically said it's 30 minutes, and then it'll stop. 30 minutes, and it'll stop, and then... We totally forgot to squeegee this window out, guys. We walked away from it. So we're gonna have to cross our fingers that it was still wet enough for all that to come out clean. Seems like it's going okay. So anyways, I'm always keeping my ear to the ground for any interesting cameras that come to market. One of these days. Yeah, the quality of the Sony, yeah, it's going to be far better. Bigger the sensor, typically better the image. They do have a couple of tracking systems that you can mount a full camera on, but their systems are iffy. The systems are very iffy. Like some of them work pretty well, but if you see people like running around and moving back and forth a lot, like a lot of the tracking systems work on like they basically analyze a picture, and then like so you draw a box around something, and then they track that box for the colors, and as soon as those colors really start to change, it's like the tracking drops off, and then you have to tell it to track you again. This they call AI tracking. So it's like I just saw them. They track you a lot faster, and if you run off of screen, it's much easier to grab their attention, and they're like, oh, that's a person, I need to be tracking it. So they just jump on you. Okay. What was that? Oh, I almost tried the Insta360 too. Yeah. Insta360 would have been cool if it did work with a 1-inch sensor. There needs to be a company that comes out with a good small camera that just instantly links to like a PC. Yeah, that's what I saw, the DJI Ronin. Yep, I tried, like where I first kind of caught on to the fact that they're not working very well was I actually bought an Osmo Pocket a while back, and so I kind of saw like how they track, and then I noticed the very same thing in a lot of other cameras, or a lot of other tracking systems. It's like as soon as they lose you, they stop. So I was watching the dude Sushi Dragon on Twitch, and then he had these cameras that were just like, I was like, how is it that fast? That it was insane. And then they released like these smaller versions. So they have a bigger one that's 600. It's been around for about a year. And then they have these little ones that are like 200 each. So it's only going to be a matter of time before somebody makes a GoPro competitor that streams directly to the computer. Ooh! $3 super chat? Thank you, my dude. What PC do you use? Mine, I think it's a little overkill for streaming, but I actually think I might need, thinking about upgrading the graphics card for a particular reason. But I use a Ryzen Threadripper 1950X. So that's a 16-core CPU. I have an older GTX 980 Ti in it. But I was streaming for a long time off of my older Intel 3770K. That thing was a beast at the time that it came out, but now it's like, came out in 2013. So we swapped out the computer when we really started running into some unique issues. And this one's been better, but if you're just streaming, it depends on how many things you really want to hook up to it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. You don't need an overkill PC to stream. You need an overkill PC if you want to game and stream at the same time. But if you just want to stream, you don't need anything that crazy. But yeah, 1950X, 32 gigs of RAM right now. 980 Ti, which I think I want to change into like a 6, whichever one started with RTX, because I'm using NVENC, and they said without an RTX card, your stream can look a little blocky. So I know I naturally get that just from the way that GoPro streams, but I don't know. It'd be worth looking into, but it's certainly not because of power, because I'm only using like 30% of the GPU. The odd spot tail? Is that the question? That's the ones I wish I had. Those ones are 600 each. Plus, they've been a little weird on their support. They're like, it's like an indie company. So like I'm looking at like, they released them on a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo or something, and then it took their backers longer than the actual people ordering them direct when they were released to get them. So it's like they're doing all the typical Indiegogo things that kind of like, it's like I just want to order from a company that's going to fulfill them. And so I didn't realize that until after I ordered it, but I got them really, really quick. And then I saw backers starting to post that they weren't getting them very quickly. I was like, oh, that sucks. Do you shrink visors? Not typically. Usually you'll see a couple little things after the fact that you might have to press out, but it's... you don't have to shrink visors in most cases, but the bigger they are and the more curved the glass is, then you might have to a little bit. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing. The ones that I have, the tinies, they do the job great. So they don't have an optical zoom. They have like a digital zoom, so it looks a little more pixelated. But if you have good lighting, I thought they were going to be more primary cameras. I think they're support cameras. And look at XQC on Twitch. He doesn't give a shit. Just do the best you can. And then worry about quality later. I mean, if I learned anything, it's probably I could do this 100% on a GoPro and still be completely fine. But that's not who I am as a person, so. What did I miss? You missed the title. A few things. You missed a few things. We gotta pop the seals back in though, so there's a silver lining there. Hopefully that doesn't go bad. RAM, I'm not sure. I don't know if you have to upgrade your RAM to stream. I think you should be fine off a 16, easily, in most cases. I mean, I could pull up my stats and just tell you how much everything's being used. And generally it was like all under 50%. Even with all the cameras, it's like it's like 30% of everything. What do we need? We need the other. The hearing thing, so like I bought the Elgato mic because it comes with Wavelink software. And I actually was in the market for a mic anyways. And I was like, well, this sounds really good and it's got that piece of software. So there's that, and there's another app called Ear Trumpet. Basically what that lets you do is like direct all your audio sources to particular avenues. So, and you can have a standard mix that you hear and a sub mix. So you can monitor your whole stream, and you can make you can rearrange your audio levels different for the chat. So I direct the monitor to my headset, and then I put the chat volume all the way, like halfway, so I can hear you guys. And then I lower it all the way for the chat output so you guys don't hear my robot voice that I have to listen to the whole time. And then there's an app called Ear Trumpet, and that was a necessary thing I had to install off of the Microsoft Store. And that forces all your audio sources to stick when you restart your computer. Because every time I restarted my computer, they were all resetting. Trying not to go overkill, but enough. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, hang out in the Sushi Dragon chat. He'll probably stream today. He streams Sunday, Thursday, and Tuesdays. Or TTS is what he says. So it could be Saturday or Sunday, and then Tuesday and Thursday. And he's very consistent with it. You'll be like fucking mind blown with the kind of crazy shit that he does, dude. He's got a Tony Stark streaming suit on. He's got like easily like 8 to 10 cameras going all at the same time. He's got 6 PCs. He's switching in between cameras all the time. He's adding effects. He's doing sound effects, video effects. The dude is an absolute monster. And he'll share basically everything that he does and how he does it. And like, so he had the same type of thing that I had, or no, I'm sorry. He had not the same thing I had. I said that wrong. He had something I was very interested in getting too. He took a Segway, like a Segway that you stand on and you can roll around. It's like a hoverboard, right? He put an OBSBot tracking camera on the Segway, and then he puts it, sometimes it works in follow mode, but he's got a little remote control. So he's literally got a fully wireless tracking camera that just can wander around his whole 8,000 square foot streaming warehouse. He's insane. It's so fun. It's like, these are all the things that I would want to do, but aren't practical for me to do. So you get to see what actually happens if you went down that road. He's broken 2 of those cameras too. Fucking went into sleep mode, took a nosedive. Ugh. What are you using to cover the doors? This is Carpet Shield from Lowe's/Home Depot. I think that is easily my #1 question. Out of everything. I think more people than not ask me about the plastic I use on the doors. Are we able to purchase the squeegees or towels from Tint Wiz? I believe so. Go to tintwiz.com and check out their shop. Is 20 hard to see out of at night? A little bit. If your roads are darker, then it can be a challenge. But it's a little bit subjective. Yeah, it is tougher, but it's not impossible to see out of. I wouldn't say it's like overly distracting. Like, put it this way, my my most requested shade is 20%. Everybody gets 20%. And it's what they put on the back of trucks and SUVs. So keep that in mind. Why do you have such tiny garbage cans? Because I bought those for my home garage, and then I had to move into a big boy shop. So, hence, teeny tiny garbage cans. They were perfect. I wanted nice stainless steel, clean garbage cans, and I found them, and I got them, and then I had to move into a shop, and then I was sad. All right. So this is the only thing about putting door panels back that I don't like. No. Please don't fall like that. Bad things happen. That's why I don't do this. Aha, maybe. All right, I got this a little stuck here. Did you ever use the bottom loading tool? No, the purpose of removing these seals was not to bottom load. It's binding up where I thought it would. I don't think this is down as far as it needs to go. Ow! Goddamn fingers. Oh! There we go. Fuck that, man. We got it. But fuck that. I do not like doing that. I basically missed every question then at that point. Well, we did it. No. Everybody tuning in now is not going to know why I took the seals out. Chat freaked me out in the beginning. They said that there may be a module in this door. So there's a few things. Like, people were basically saying that they've tinted these cars and they've broken shit, and it cost them mucho dollars. Like, there was like an electronics module they fried or something. So I pulled the seals on the front because it reminded me of a problem I ran into on the Durango. So I don't know if this was necessary, but I don't think we've ran into any issues. Oh, that one was easier. Beautiful. So there was this issue a while back with the Durango where it's got a speaker here, and all the water ran down on the inside to this new module that they put in the doors. And it caused the whole thing to like freak out. This didn't happen on stream. This happened at another place that I was tinting at. So I always pull those. And I had 3 or 4 people talking about $4,000 to $5,000 issues. And what's pulling a couple of easy seals when you have that kind of problems? Problem potential, risk to reward. So, shit is seemingly okay at this point. Have I thought about hiring people? Yeah, but I need to work for them first. I have shit that doesn't pay to do, which is why I handle it all. There's ways it could grow, and I'm not always one to just want to take everything on by myself, but I generally have. How does the windows look with all the doors shut? We're getting there. Have I taught people? Yeah, I've taught people. I actually had a small class earlier this week, or last week. So there's, whoops, lose that. There's one local dude. It was actually like so there's a client of mine. I've tinted a few vehicles for him, and he's got a guy that he wanted to teach. So we actually had a small class for him earlier this week. And it went really well. So coming back on this Tuesday, or Wednesday and Thursday, so we might be able to stream some of that. Aw, thanks, man. I didn't have a chance to congratulate you on having a kid. Thank you. It's been good. It's been a lot, but it's been very good. He's cute. He's starting to, like, make smiley faces and stuff. And he, like, woke up this morning and looked really happy. And I was like, aw. Where for a long time, he'd look at you and look confused. Like, who the hell are you? I'm gonna have to wash these. They're a little linty. Dang, this is looking primo. How are the towels? They're very soft. I like them. I gotta put them, I'm noticing I gotta put them through the wash though. They're leaving a lot of little fibers behind. So, which never really bothered me. It's just in like the final cleanup. So I'm guessing you wash them and they'll probably be a lot better. Dang, this looks good. What's his name? Oh, his name's Lucas. I think I always refer to him as Baby. But his name is Lucas. The wireless Android Auto is disconnected. Okay, so we should be good. I don't think there's any issues. Yep, radio works. Everything's looking good. Hell yeah, dudes. No $5,000 bills I gotta deal with. All right. Dang, this looks good. More hair, the better. Yeah, not quite. Maybe on your head. Ugh. Too much of a mess. And then... Here, come on. Yo. 3. There we go. 4 is doing whatever it does right now. Dang, this looks good. I forgot to get a picture of like the Mustang that I did when it was done. I got it beforehand, but I forgot to get it afterwards. Dang, this looks good. This is such a clean looking car. 2. Oh, you can totally see like all the towels back there. Bad, bad. All right. Canon. There's a whole bunch of mess over there. The white and black contrast is great. I agree, dude. It's just, I love white cars, especially on stream. The colors work so much better. I would love to be able to maybe put down a white floor instead, and then a black car wouldn't look so weird. Wouldn't look so dark. All right, so we're going to shout out some super chats, and then we got to end things. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. He's probably waiting outside, so we got to cash him out, so I got to jump off stream. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Big extra shout out to T-Jet, Daniel, LKB, Marcus, LKB, Daniel, Marcus, get ready for it. Daniel, Victor, Daniel, Pop, T-Jet, Chaos, CJ, and T-Jet. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Thank you to everybody for just hanging out. These things are super fun for me to run, so that's why we ran one on a Sunday. I just got that streaming itch. I don't know exactly when the next one is going to be, but yeah, that's all I'm doing today. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. I got to go wrap this up. Bye!